I came out here to film picking green beans because I got to can some green beans, and well, actually tonight I was going to can some blueberry jam, and then tomorrow after dairy chores I was going to can my green beans, which are really overdone. I should have picked them a long time ago. And yeah, I've had a busy last few days. I haven't been out here to the garden. We had a couple days of rain, so I didn't need to water it. I had it pretty well weeded, and remember how I showed you that my vegetable garden here, I mean, I've got vegetables planted a few different places around my house, but this is the main one. And there's the beef field right over there. Hang on, I'll show you in a minute. And they have a strong fence to keep them out of the yard. And I have a pretty decent fence around the garden here. I had issues with rabbits at the beginning of the summer, and I had to replant a lot of things, and it's finally ready to harvest some things. And I just came out here. This video is going to be a recovery mission for what I can still eat in here, and then pretty much everything's going to have to get ripped out. It's mid to late August. There's a few different things I can plant in bulk around here. It's not too late. I'll just get a harvest later on in the fall, if the good Lord's willing, and if the creek don't rise. So obviously, I'm sorry, let me say that again. Some calves seem to have gotten out of the beef field. I have no more words for the rest of today. Come on, you guys. Look at this shit. We got shit to do. Okay, so to keep the rabbits out, I had to put this chicken wire up across here. Okay, so it went like right up to here. That was like 3 feet tall. And they just busted right over that. They didn't give a fuck, and they trampled all the way over. Yeah, the onions needed weeded a little bit. And they just ripped them up, just for the fun of it. They're like, yeah, I don't want to eat that. Let's just rip them up like it's some kind of fucking game or something. Well, I hope they had fun. This was ready to harvest, my patch of Swiss chard, and they ate it all the way down to a little stump. They ate my red cabbages. Thank God they didn't touch the okra. This is what happens when you don't pick okra for a few days. That ain't nothing to brag about right there. You want them when they're like yay big. I had cabbages, little Chinese cabbages along here. They're gone. Fucking okra. I had a dozen Brussels sprouts in this square. They didn't eat the green beans. The green beans, you know, I mean string beans. These are obviously yellow wax and burgundy beans, but that was a row of lettuce. That was a row of kohlrabi. Was that all kohlrabi? Yeah, that was all kohlrabi. They didn't destroy all of the kale. No, actually, I think a rabbit did that one last week. Well, no, it didn't do all. They did do so. No, that kale wasn't messed up like that last time. They didn't mess with the leeks. They tore up the red onions. Up here was more Chinese cabbages. Some of this stuff in here, I don't know where it went. They didn't just eat it down to the stump. It's like they ripped it out and took it back out to the field with them. That, they ran through that. Some of it, that kind of needs weeded. Don't look at that right now. I really need to harvest some of the eggplant. They didn't trample all the eggplant. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay. No. It's not cute. None of this is cute. Ah! Ah! I'm not going to freak out. It's not the apocalypse yet, right? So if I don't preserve enough vegetables to survive the winter, I can just go to the store. I can go to the farmer's market in the village right now and buy everything that I was just trying to grow. I can afford it. I mean, I know I kind of look like a hillbilly out here, you guys, but I'm not like destitute. There's a lot of people out here poorer than I am. I'm just going to go to the farm market. And I'm going to drop like $600 on everything they got and preserve it all and can it. And it'll taste the same as if it came from my garden, I think. Okay, so where were we? I just showed you all of that. This was cleared out. That was some Chinese cabbages that I already was done with. And so I was going to plant something else there. This, what was this? This dirt. These were yellow bell peppers. These are sweet Hungarian wax peppers, or banana peppers. I can probably harvest some of those still. I haven't made any garden videos lately that showed you really how everything looked. It was looking good, you guys. Yes, I am pretty pissed off about this. I'm not actually crying. I know, I don't need to do any stupid stuff to make this more dramatic than it already is, but I'm not happy. These were mostly San Marzano tomatoes. I had some Romas, Early Girls. What else? Can't even think right now. It doesn't matter. There's borage randomly planted between the rows of tomatoes. They say that makes your tomatoes taste better. I mean, that doesn't matter right now, but just in case you wonder, what are the pretty little purple flowers between the tomatoes? That's the borage. JJ, you ain't supposed to be in here. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Stay out of the eggplant. I didn't have my tomatoes staked. They didn't get very tall this year. I kept getting busy. I kept putting it off. One more day, and I thought maybe I'll just lay some straw under them. That's okay. I know some people who never stake their tomatoes, and they do okay. And you got these things just all over the place. Just having a party on everything. These taste like cucumbers. They smell like cucumbers too. So they just trampled through all, these are all tomatoes. It looks like they're just gone. Like, where did they go? Did they do this like a couple days ago and it killed the plants? Whatever they didn't eat just died and it wilted, and now it just, that's why I can't see it. This was like solid green bushes through here. I had some, oh, look at that. Something about these marigolds. They wanted to avoid the marigolds. And I got one, that's what it's supposed to look like. It's like, oh, somebody bit the tip off that. Anyway, there's one banana pepper plant. Didn't get, you know, collards. And then I had a bunch of cherry tomatoes and some yellow tomatoes. Oops, hang on, sorry, someone was calling me. And I didn't have room for them in there, so it needs weeded really bad. You guys, you have no idea how busy I am here. It's like I can't just play in the garden all day. Not when you're a dairy farmer, and then I got some other things going on in life, and it's like, you know, it's just I keep putting things off. One more day, I'll come out and weed the cherry tomatoes. But there's a little fence around there just to keep the rabbits out, and they bulldoze down over that. Well, you know what they say. They say there's no use crying over spilt milk. So, JJ, hey, now I got melons in there. Oh, hang on. I want to see if they fucked up my melons. And then I'm going to make me a little smoke and we'll go walk around in the beef field. And, I'm going to tell them that I forgive them. And then we'll take some nice shots out there in the field. And then there's my little life update for you guys. Yeah. Yep, here's what the beef herd looks like right now. And here's how they fucked up my garden. And then in the next video, you're going to see me picking everything in here that I can still eat and find a way to preserve it. Maybe I'll just mix it all together and make a bunch of soup and can it. The eggplant, I had special plans for that. Most of it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it, and I'm going to bread it, and I'm going to freeze it. And then, boom, ready to fry, and you got eggplant parmesan whenever you want. Oh yeah, okay, so I'm going to look at these melons, and then we're going to go look at the beef herd. And then after this video, I'm going to do a recovery mission and preserve, however I choose to preserve. I don't know right now, you guys. I'm just thinking out loud. And then, after that, I'm going to find Farmer Joe, and I'm going to say, I need you to retail my garden and bring me some fertilizer, and I need to replant some stuff in here. Beets, spinach. What else grows fast? It's alright, we'll figure it out, guys. Yeah, they got into the corn too and ruined most of the squash, which wasn't doing that great to begin with, but still, I feel violated. No? Oh, no, it's fine. You don't have to. I mean, of course it's legal here. I wouldn't offer that to you if it wasn't. No, really, it's cool. You don't have to. We can still be friends. What was I doing? Yeah, I want to show you the little friends who did this to my garden. So, I don't know, maybe this will be easier if you get in front of me, and let me show you how I'm pretty sure they got into it to begin with. Alright, so just to remind, you guys know where you're at, right? So, just on the other side of them trees is the greenhouse, and there's a little trail and the chickens, and that's where I live, and then that field across the road, that's one of the pastures. That's the pasture that the dairy cows are in right now. The ones that I milk, and you've seen that in other videos, but whatever. Not the point. The sun is hitting it in a certain way right now. It looks yellow and not very nice, but it is decent for grazing. And then we supplement it with hay bales and grain and minerals, and that's more family that lives over there. And then there's my garden that they broke into. Half the reason why I put so much music in my videos. So up until just like 2-3 weeks ago, I know in the last month, you would have seen in one of my latest vlogs, if that's what you even want to call them. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to focus here. I think I'm still in shock. My goodness. All right, focus. Polly, gosh dang it. You're a farmer. Act like it. Act like you know what you're talking about. And they knocked that over. This is the original gate to the beef field. You guys probably see me. It's really heavy. It's so heavy we don't even have to latch it. If we have to drive through it, we open it. Otherwise, you probably see me go whoop-de-boop. Excuse me. And up until we got the new recent gate, there was trees all the way up to the fence there. Close enough that the cattle didn't even try, the little ones didn't try to get through. But now that there's some space, they're curious. So they were able to just, here's the bottom one, here's the top one. So as you can see, you can even see where their fur is. Look at that. They're not very sneaky. So in case you didn't see the video that showed a short clip and didn't explain very well, it doesn't matter the reasons why that was all trees through there, and some guys cleared that out and put in this new double gate. I always look at it. I don't think there's never not been water there. Before I put all the fancy editing on my videos, this is what my life looks and sounds like. And then I go back and replay it, and I'm like, people are going to think that's just like awkward silence. Just me like huffing and puffing and smoking through the field. It's another reason why I like putting music on my videos. I think about talking more in my videos sometimes, explaining exactly what I'm doing, why everything is the way that it is. And I think, does it really matter? Do people really care? Or they kind of just want to like hang out with the animals, do stuff with plants like I do. And then I get kind of like hyper fixated on what I'm doing or what I'm looking at. And if I was a real vlogger, I would be like, so what we have here is a 40-acre field. And this is where we keep the majority of the beef cows that started as exclusively Scottish Highland breed. But as time went by, for different reasons, we scooped up some cheap ones and then crossbred some with the Holsteins at the dairy farm. And now is a whole motley crew. And I gotta come out here every day and I gotta look at them. See what this one's up to. All by herself. Beyond that field, there is woods. I didn't really want to go walking through the woods tonight, but I would if I had to. Not just to show you the culprits that destroyed my garden, but because I should look at them anyway. Find new babies. Make sure no one's been messing with fences or stuck in the mud. We're out of hay. What's up, Aries? He's the only Ayrshire breed. Got him at a random sale. He was like 20 bucks. Thought, why not? Kinda like a Holstein. Not quite. Unfortunately, might be selling him soon. And I'm also told that Gandalf might be, He usually isn't hollering like that. Gandalf's a sweet boy. I call him Gandy, Gandy Man. He's half Holstein, half Highland. One of the first ones that was born. Been at least 2 years. Been putting off selling you. But I've been trying to get to the point here that this 40-acre field ain't big enough for like 85, 90 cows that are out here. Or not cows, but a little bit of everybody.